Have you ever wondered why some of your work days are just shit? You know those days at work when nothing really goes your way and 8 hours pass by and you look back and feel like shit, I haven't really gotten anything done. So at the end of the workday, you feel both mentally and physically tired and really unmotivated to go back where you left off.
A couple of years ago, this was my reality, and I can imagine that many of you are having days like these as well. Especially now that most of us are working from home and find it hard to focus or get motivated. But there's a solution to this. By tapping into something that is called the state of flow, we can get more done and feel excitement and joy during our days of work. So in this video, I will show you how to get into the flow state on command, so you can get more out of your working days and stay motivated.
I got the energy, yeah, to make our love bound to unfold.
But hold on, can you really enter the flow state when working from home? Well, let me explain. Working from home is a new reality for many of us. One big benefit with it is that we're closer to our family and get to spend more time together. But we're also closer to work, which makes it more challenging to keep focused during the day. For example, when the occasional coffee break quickly escalates into a cleaning session. And just when you start to feel productive and focused, something or someone interrupts you and you have to start all over again to get your focus back. And now that we no longer see our working colleagues in the office, we often try to compensate with even more communication on different channels online, like email, Slack, Teams, Skype, and even text messages. And at the end of the day, when the workday is supposed to be over, we often find ourselves putting in some extra hours just to cover up for the unproductive moments we had earlier.
So what can we do about this and how can we make our workdays more efficient and fun? The solution is called flow.
You probably experienced the state of flow many times before. Like when you're at work and everything just goes your way. You complete tasks one after another and you almost feel like you're dreaming and time moves slower. Things that could have taken a whole day to complete gets done within a few hours instead. The state of flow spikes your energy and you feel more motivated and creative than ever. I always wondered what this phenomenon was because during my years when I was working as a music producer, I tried to reach this state every day. Because whenever I managed to get into this state, I started to create magic. I became one with the music and everything was just flowing.
Now, flow is not something that I've come up with myself. It's actually backed by studies made by psychologists and professors. And according to these scientists, flow, or effortless attention as they call it, is this:
a mental state in which a person performing an activity is fully immersed in a feeling of energized focus, full involvement, and enjoyment in the process of the activity. Neurologically, flow is the process where stress chemicals like norepinephrine and cortisol are replaced by performance-enhancing and pleasure-producing hormones such as dopamine and endorphins. So this explanation sounds pretty complicated, but athletes often refer to this state as being in the zone. So why should we try to get into the flow state? Well, one of the reasons for entering the flow state is that we become so much more productive. According to studies, the flow state allows us to increase our productivity with 400 to 500%. So not only do we get more productive, but we also feel more joy and happiness during this state.
Now let's talk about how you can get into the flow state. And remember, this is something you have to practice, so don't give up if it doesn't work the first time. So the first step is called the struggle, and you need to find a task for the day that is challenging but not hard enough to complete. And during this phase, it can seem difficult and you probably get stressed and feel that you suck, but that's totally fine. Keep working at the problem, and when you're stuck, move to step number 2.
So step number 2 is called release. When you're stuck, do one or a few of these to release stress hormones. Take a break, walk, stretch, meditate, work out, or take a power nap for 20 minutes. In that way, we let our subconscious mind work at the problem while we're taking a break. Then go back and complete simple tasks that are not challenging nor time-consuming. This will create momentum and put you into the next phase.
So step number 3 is the flow state, and this is where it gets fun because your stress hormones are out of the system, and this is a state where things seem less struggling and everything just flows and time flies because you're in the zone and dopamine and endorphins are rushing through your body. And I really have to emphasize the importance of cutting out all your distractions because it will determine how long you will stay in the flow state.
So step number 4 is the recovery phase. The flow state consumes a lot of energy and your nervous system is being challenged, so it's important to recover. Eat healthy food and get some rest. If not, you will risk burnout.
So if you want to know more about flow, then I've provided some links below that you can check out. And also I made a PDF checklist that you can download, which is basically a preparation process that you can follow to be able to enter the flow state more consistently. And to summarize this video, being able to enter the flow state at command is a massive skill to have because it will allow you to be more productive and also feel enjoyment at the same time. And it really forces us to stay in the present moment, which I'm a big proponent of. And I think that will lead to more happiness as well. And one thing that would make me happy is that if you want to support me in any way, then click the like button and also subscribe, because in that way we show the YouTube algorithm that this video is fire and that they need to show it to more people. So if you want to support me, it would mean the world to me if you could do that. So I gotta get going, but until next time, much love and happiness, guys. Cheers.